Okay, Doc. First real question on J Color TV.
Yeah, so in the interest of time, I'm going to be the reader and the
Yes.
answer for now. Okay?
Yes.
Right? Thanks for the videos. I think I have a question that might be on the minds of others and haven't seen it answered. Should I consider getting off TRT? When I was experiencing low testosterone symptoms, I was sleep deprived with my second child under 3 years old, can relate to that, and about 30 pounds overweight. The urologist had my testosterone and thyroid tested twice, and my urologist put me on topical TRT and also anastrozole, which has been great. I get regular blood work and things seem great. I lost the weight and decreased my body fat percentage over the last 5 years. Since I get more regular sleep now and have a different body composition, I wonder if I need the TRT. I'm now 41 years old. Should I accept that I will be on TRT forever, or should I talk to my doctor about using Clomid or Nolvadex to come off TRT? Would there be any health benefit? I'm not concerned about the monetary cost or the inconveniences of applying every day. Thank you. So
That's a
this
good question.
Kind of, yeah. Well, this is an easy one. It's a good question, though. We haven't addressed it. He's right.
No.
The short answer would be no. At 41 years old, I think he said it was, the odds of you are still being able to produce an endogenous testosterone that would be beneficial is unlikely. I mean, I'm not saying, don't feel free to try it. And using Clomid is one way of doing it. Using HCG and tamoxifen and or anastrozole or even Clomid would also be a way of doing that. But that's one way of answering the question for yourself, is seeing, try it and see if it does work. And of course you can always go back on TRT if you don't feel like your testosterone levels are sufficient. You're not suffering from the symptoms of low T, in other words. But typically, I have to assume that he was put on TRT for the right reasons to begin with. He had all the symptoms of low T, or many of them, or whatever, and it was backed up somewhat, convincingly by the numbers. And again, you could try, but it's only going. We don't have a cure yet, so it's only going southward from here. And if he fits into the average, we know that if you look at the Gaussian curve. Roughly by definition at age 35, things start to go south. Your hormone levels will start going south, specifically your testosterone, along with others. And since he's 41 and has been depressing his own production for a while, not that it couldn't come back completely to what he would have been producing at age 41 had he not been on TRT, because I've seen that happen countless times. I mean, you can't say for sure, but you can compare to other 41-year-olds, and it will come back for physiological reasons. Again, I've never seen it not. I've seen it not come back for psychological reasons, because people say, hey, forget this, man. After the third week, they go, typically people tank about the third week. Even the testosterone levels, even though they'll be lower, with topical TRT the next day.
Right.
It's usually about the third week people go, oh my God, what happened?
Yeah.
And that's when they say, forget this. But for physiological reasons, I've never seen it, not come back. I've never seen it been an issue. And I normally see people getting off TRT, and it happens often enough, for fertility reasons. They want to regain fertility, and again, I've never seen it not come back for physiological reasons. So my answer to the question would be, if you want to give it a go, do so, but you're probably not going to be successful. Now, if you were, again, it kind of begs the question, if you were 28 or 25 and you had a dip, as he might be implying here, because of stress, which kills a lot of things, including, it really stymies your hormonal production, then yeah, try coming back off and save yourself all the trouble and the expense, et cetera, et cetera. And that brings up another things that we probably talked about before, stress. Hey man, if you're in that zone, 40 years old and you have low T symptoms, and you think maybe you can bring them back, or let's call it 35 to make it a little easier, even 30. That stress comes up a lot. If you have the ability to reduce the stress, if your 3-year-old is sleeping now, you've dropped the 30 lbs that you needed to drop. Yeah, give it a try. But for most people, we laugh about it and say, yeah, you could give it a try and it might work. But most people can't control that, or move to Bali and become a beach guy for and reduce all stress, herd sheep for a while. So it's kind of impractical. But this guy, it sounds like he has a pretty good opportunity to give it a whirl, but can't give you a definitive answer. He asked would there be any health benefit. Actually, that's something I should address. Probably not. If you don't get your testosterone levels back up to a healthy level, there's a correlation between low T and coronary artery disease, type 2 diabetes, colon cancer, prostate cancer, osteoporosis. So, if it drops down too low, then there would be a health detriment, if anything. There's nothing wrong, people have this idea that there's something inherently wrong with using a medication or an exogenous substance. Tell that to someone with type 2 diabetes who can get away with using metformin. Like, whoa, manna from heaven. So TRT is, again, it's replacement therapy. It's just replacing what you don't have. So
Right.
I wouldn't think of it as something bad for sure, and only something helpful if properly done and appropriate. So
Yeah.
anyway, I think that answers everything.
Very cool. Thanks, Doc.